Hello, all. Happy Sunday. So I wanted to show you my new website that's available. Uh, I was working hard on this for a while, um, but I'm excited to share it, and I will put the link in the comments section if you're interested in looking at it. But it talks about my books. And just a little bit about me and where you can find me. Um, Eventually, I'm gonna add in sort of, you know, where if you want to hear me speak or book a speaking, I'd like to do something like that and some contact information. I'm new at this. This was, just very raw, and I got some help with some sort of a coding AI guidance, which was very helpful. I was working on it all night, and it is part of the stuff that I'm trying to work on in terms of my brand and my professional, um, you know, goals in terms of my career. So anyway, I'd like to share it with you. Let me see how this works. So there you go. So as you could see, it has my name on there. It has my middle name on there because my legal first name is Diana, and I'm not willing to go and go through the court system and change it back to what people call me. But people typically call me Doctor, or by my first name, but professionally it's Dr. Hasso. And I put my first name on there because my books are under that name, and they'll continue to be under that name. The only thing that I use Diana for is for legal reasons. But as you can see, it tells you a little bit about me, um, and my experience. And if you scroll down, it has a little bit and some awards information. My next plan is to apply for a book award, some sort of award for my books. And again, I always start small, and I go through that. So you can click on each of the books and where you can find it from. So I think that's pretty cool. And it's very simple. But I'm very excited about it. So you can click on the YouTube channel, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's a good idea right now, but you can click on it. Everything is clickable. Nothing too exciting, but I am excited about the website. So let me see how I can stop sharing. But anyway, that is my new website. Now I can't find the actual channel. I said stop sharing. Let's see. Anyway, so it's a great website, and I'm excited about it. Oh, there I am. I have so many tabs open that I forgot where I was. But anyway, that is my website. I'll put the link in the comments section in case you're interested in sort of looking at it. But look, I did the coffee. I did the coffee chat thing. It's the Cash App for coffee, and it's completely voluntary. It's just if you want to donate $1, 50 cents, I don't care. But I'm not really looking for too much there. But the website's really nice and really cool to have. So I'm really excited about it. Tomorrow I'll be at the dentist. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Um, I've been searching and searching for a dentist that will um that will number one, not give me anything extra. I had a dentist that's close by and I used her for a long time because the first visit went smoothly, like no issues. Everything was done in the office and I was in and out. And I'm like, okay, this lady is pretty cool, you know? And then, as time went on, things started not going too well with my teeth. And I'm not gonna name her, badmouth her because she was helpful in a lot of ways. Um, but when you want something and it's very specific and it's doable, and I'm not looking for looks. I mean, I am looking for looks, obviously, for cosmetic stuff, just for me. But when like when it could be done later and not at that moment, and you're trying to explain that to her, and I think she did understand that, and they don't do it, or they try to encourage you to do something else, and you're already, insurance wise deep into you kind of have to do it. Um, it's really frustrating. And I thought it was like, okay, maybe she's just one time thing. I mean, but when you tell them what you want for the future, like cosmetically, and again, I'm not looking for anything. I want my teeth to look healthy in the public eye. When you tell them what you want, you got to be real careful with the dentist because they'll put it in their notes and then they'll follow up. That's how they make money. Okay. They make money by upselling and by telling you things you don't need. And so, anyway, over time, it became a little exhausting, and I decided to change my dentist. And sometimes they'll tell you, oh, you can't keep popping around dentists. Well, of course you can. That's why it's PPO. PPO, you have several options. You can with any doctor. And so I decided to change her, and I thought I found a better one, but the grass isn't always greener. When you have when you have an office, do your research on dentists and doctors. Because if the doctor's only into implants or other things, then you're not in the right place. You've got to do your research. So anyway, I mean, I don't know. I think it could be a cavity, but there's like a little abscess. It's kind of gotten smaller, so I'm assuming it's gotten a little bit better, but I'm not feeling any pain, or anything bad, but I want to get it fixed, right? Whether it's a cavity or a root canal, but I'm definitely not going to get it extracted. If this dentist tomorrow says it needs to be extracted, I'm out of there. Or if he says we need to do a deep cleaning, I'm out of there. I'm not there for anything but fixing this tooth the healthy way. And losing your tooth isn't exactly the healthy way. A tooth is an enamel. It's cover, right? So they can do a root canal, whatever they need to do, clean out the infection, and then they can cover it. If he doesn't want to do that, then I'm not going there. I'm just going to leave because I'm allowed to leave. But I've been doing my research. I've been going through AI, telling it to search for the best dentist. And so anyway, I'm going to give this guy a chance. Usually I go with females, but I went with female, and it wasn't happening. I had one great dentist where I lived for a very long time. I mean, fantastic, because she was just really gentle, and at that time in my life, I really was destroying my teeth. Really, really was. It was horrible. I was crunching on ice just because of stress. Then decided to go from hard ice to soft ice, and it's still bad. But you got to do your research. So tomorrow, that's what I'm going to be dealing with, and then dealing with some stuff with my house, but not a big deal. And so, you know, anyway, I'm excited about this website. Whoever you are, please say hi. I think you can. But it's really been a journey, with my career and, with my website. So I'd really love if you, looked at my website and, perused it and share it with friends. Share my stuff with people, share my YouTube channel with people. It's really, really helpful. So mm, I'm really trying to market my books. But anyway, yeah, I've been having a lot of anxiety over the dentist. I'm sure everyone does because it's your teeth. He seems very gentle. He seems very, but the main thing is I do not want to lose this tooth. I do not want to lose it because I made a mistake with another tooth. The guy just wanted to take it out. He's like, you don't need it. And I should have just said no. I should, but I didn't because I need this tooth. I want to do a bridge there, but I don't know if they can do a bridge since it's the back tooth. I mean, they can put like something there, but I definitely don't want an implant. No way, no implant, nothing invasive. That's the thing. When they go for things that are invasive, then you're going to have more problems in the future. I'm telling you, you will have more problems in the future. Because it's not good. But anyway, that's my website, and that's what I'll be dealing with tomorrow. I also wanted to thank you all for the subscribers, the new subscribers. I'm trying to reach 500. If I can reach 500 right now, that would be great. So reaching 500 would be awesome. If we can get me to 500, I would love all of you. It is free. It is free to subscribe. When I subscribe to channels, it's usually to a channel that benefits me in some way. My channel is all about education. It's about do's and don'ts in the classroom. The books tell you things. The books tell you everything. I mean, they'll tell you do this, do that, and it works. In an environment that's structured, but sometimes kids are not books. Kids are not textbooks, and kids change, right? I mean, look, social media has changed kids. From 1990s to 2000 to now, the world is changing. And so we can't just base things on past research. We have to base things on our experience too, what works and what doesn't work. And sometimes, and things with me, I mean, not everything is going to work with me, or, not everything is going to be effective with kids. Like I have a kid that's in one of my first periods. She's very quiet and she's very, and I don't know how to reach her, but she's a nice girl, but she's one I don't know how to reach, or she doesn't laugh at my jokes. And everyone laughs at my jokes. I always make jokes, but not bad jokes, but just kind of cheesy ones. But that's all my content is. And sometimes I'll do a little bit of history. I mean, I like to talk about Middle Eastern history and pro-Palestine and all of those things. And but I'm not just pro-Palestinian. I'm pro-peace. I'm pro-peace. How do we get along? Yes, I'm not about violence. Like, I'm not about extremism. I don't like people that are extreme or aggressive. And it's important to be loud about topics. I'm all for that, but there's an appropriate way to do it. There's an appropriate way to be loud about things, because even me, I don't like aggression. In this particular situation. I mean, the world is already anxious and things going on and people are anxious and you top in anxiety or aggression, it's too much. It's just way too much. And so it's been a while since I've done this. I will be traveling to Portugal. I won't let you know when, but I'm excited about traveling. It won't be this month. And so I will be, showing you around when I'm there. But I'm still trying to get ready. The tickets and everything are set, but I still have to do my euros. You can order them online if you know that. And I also have to pack. And that's another thing with packing. Like when I went to Italy for the first time, I made mistakes. I'm only bringing one bag and that's it. I brought two bags. I was so embarrassed. I brought this big, big, big bag and then I brought a small one. It was awful. And I had to throw out a lot of clothing while I was there because the flight wouldn't take it because it was too heavy. So anyway, everything is experience. And life, there's no black and white with life. Everything, there's always a gray area and things change constantly. And I like social media, but I'm not big on change. It's hard for me to change. It's hard for me to go with the flow. And it's just hard to do those things. And for me, and I don't know about all of you, but it's just hard. So I am going through this health journey as well. I've deleted some things out of my life, which I'm very happy about. I'm very happy about that. And so I've been going to the gym more. And like today, I have to go to the gym because I have to get my workout in. I usually only go once a week when I'm working because it's just time and all of that stuff. So I'm excited about getting back into the gym. I'm only going today. It's a day by day thing. Like today is Sunday. So, yeah, I'm excited about this website. Please share it. Please comment on it. Please comment below. Please get me up to 500. If we can get, let's just go for 100. I'm really trying to, I know you guys are viewing my stuff. It's not the most exciting stuff right now because, it's just not. But yeah, I love doing this and it's really fun. And I started last year. So I went from 0 to 43. I think that's awesome. It's a lot of work. I'm not a clickbaity kind of a person. I like to talk about important topics or things that are relevant or things that, are important to human life. And when I talk about Palestine, I'm talking about human life. Okay, I'm talking about innocent lives. And I'm not just talking about Palestine. I am talking about the Jewish community. I am talking about people, just human life. I don't like violence. I like watching horror movies, right? And that's all violent. But I'm not into like gore. I'm into like thrillers and things that keep me going, like keep my mind going, like what is going on here and trying to figure it out. I don't like gore. I don't like violence because honestly, the world already has that. What's reality and what's on the movie, on the screen are two different things. And so I like to protect human life. Let me give you an example. I saw a cricket. I usually don't like crickets, okay? But it was right in front of my door. And I'm like, okay, I can let this cricket out and keep it alive. And I did. So I let the cricket go. I also had a lizard in my house one day recently. And so I let it escape. I had a lizard in the past in my house and there was no escape route for it and I had to kill it. But I just felt so guilty. It was a little baby lizard. I really did feel guilty. But I don't like lizards. Who wants a lizard? It reminds me of a big, I don't know, alligator or a small alligator. they're just not, they're not clean. You don't know where they've been. But I try to protect human life in general. I mean, there are certain bugs I don't like, obviously, the obvious ones, but I, you know, I human life is important. And so I'm not saying, you got to protect your own, right? You always have to protect your own. Your own comes first. Your children, wife, family, always those things come first. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the views. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the subs. Thank you for everything you guys have brought to me. This has motivated me. I am going to work on my fifth book, not this year. I'm still waiting on Taylor and Francis. I'm assuming they're still looking at things because my research was unique. I got my data from Facebook pages and LinkedIn pages, but I need to do a better job for my next article if they pass it. I don't know. It's been a while. So anyway, nothing new has happened with that. But anyway, it really feels good to get it out there. But like I said, please share my website. Please share my YouTube channel. Please, continue subscribing. It really does help. And yeah, there's a monetary aspect, but I'm not asking you for money. I'm asking YouTube for money when I get to a certain threshold. And so yeah, I'm not thriving yet. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for anything. But I do say a lot. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted, but thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. It really means a lot to me. It does. So you have a great day. Have a great Sunday. I'm going to try to get to the gym after I relax a bit. Have a great day.